Hello and welcome back to the chaos that is this channel and my life. It is a Friday night and this is what I'm doing. I'm alone in my apartment and I just ordered a pizza. So yeah, I was gonna hang out with some friends, but I have homework to do, which I'm not doing now. And I've been sick all week, so I'm taking it easy and just chilling. So this video, I don't know if I'll put it on the internet or not, because most of the people who watch my videos are my friends and things and people that are in college. But I do have some of my friends that are like from that I know from high school and are still in high school. And my one friend in particular is stressing out about college, and I feel like her older sister, so she has a lot of questions for me. So I had to write them all down, and I thought if I was gonna tell her, I might as well, like, you know, help some other people out and put this on the interwebs to embarrass myself along with all my other videos. Yeah, I did my makeup like a hot 10 minutes ago, but just because I was bored. So now we're here. I've been sick literally all week. I had the flu, I had a fever, I had the chills. I was out for the count. Is that a saying? I think that, yeah. Anyway, so I missed a lot of classes and there was a lot of points because being sick isn't really an excuse absence unless you have a doctor's note in my one class, and the house doesn't give doctor's notes, and I'm not salty about it at all, but it's fine. Anyway, longest intro on the planet. Is my camera like tilted? So today's video, apparently we're just gonna cut off my whole head just for funsies. Okay, so basically this video, why I can't get to the point. Okay, so basically this video is just to answer people's commonly asked questions about college. Ooh. And I know I had a lot of questions going to college, and I do have older siblings, but like, I don't know, I didn't ask them. I was just like quietly worrying to myself. And a lot of these questions that my friend gave me, I just like forgot about them because, yeah. But I don't know, a lot of people see people graduate and go off to college and you're just like, okay, they're going to college, but then you don't really know what that like entails and what's happening. And you're just like, oh my god, college is terrifying, blah blah blah, and 1,000 worries because you're moving to a new place in a new town with new people and it's scary. I understand. I get it. It was kind of freaky. It was not a good time for me for like the first month. I was like freaked out, but we survived. I'm on year 2. I love it here. At first, I totally hated it, but you kind of just have to get over that phase if you even have that phase. But yeah, okay, so the first question that my friend asked me is she's scared about her roommate situation because it kind of matters and she hasn't found anyone and she doesn't know how to use Facebook and she never posts on her Facebook, so her Facebook feed is trash. First of all, I only made a Facebook my junior year of high school, and that was just so I could get invited to grad parties senior year, and so that I could like have a place to store photos, because you can make private albums and like there's not like a limit of how many photos you can put on Facebook, so I kind of just store a bunch of stuff on there. But yeah, she said that she was looking like just on the internet at like random like roommate searches, but most of the time the college, when you go to like apply for housing, it will have like a roommate search thing, like, are you looking for a roommate, fill out this profile and it'll match you with people. Now that's how I met my roommate, but also there should be like a, most of the time, I don't know about you, but in my state there's like for the state schools there's like, why can't I speak, there's Facebook groups, so it'll be like whatever the abbreviation of the college, class of 2021, and then you can get added to the group and a lot of people are looking for roommates, and you can talk to people on there, and even if they don't really have a profile, it doesn't really matter. You can just like message people and talk to them. I messaged a lot of people and a lot of them were just like boring which is fine, but for me, I wanted a roommate that like it wouldn't be like awkward to be in the room with. My roommate kind of turned out to be a little crazy. Story time for another time. Anyway, but she was like fine most of the year. I met her, we FaceTimed before we moved in, and it was fine, and she was normal, and like we got along, so I was like, cool, this will be fine. And yeah, it's kind of scary because you're thinking of like, I'm gonna have to live with this person in the same room for a whole year. That is kind of freaky, but if you just think about it like summer camp or something, you shared a bunk with somebody then if you went to summer camp. If you've never gone to camp, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. It's not that bad because you have your own bed. It's not like you're in your own space, in your own like closet. It's just kind of like sharing a room with like a sibling. That's the only way I can explain it. Like, you're not gonna know them at first, but then you're gonna, like, you just get used to living with people. And also, if, like, you have a really bad roommate situation, like the RAs, the residence assistants, or whatever they call them at your school, are really helpful. And, like, if you really feel uncomfortable with your roommate, or, like, you're doing shitty stuff, you can always switch roommates and switch rooms. It is kind of a process and a lot of work, but, like, they're there to help you, so don't worry about that. Okay, then she also asked, well, she just said she was scared about moving 8 hours away and missing my family and being stuck in a small town that I don't know. Okay, so a lot of people, most people, not a lot of people, most people move away from home when they go to college. I grew up in a college town, so I could have stayed, but I didn't. So she isn't just, like, moving, like, to a different town in the same state. She's, like, moving, like, to a different state, basically. Anyway, no matter how far you are from home, it's kind of doesn't, I don't know, to me it's not that big of a difference, because unless you're like 20 minutes from home, like, you're not going to be going home that much anyway. I mean, for me, my school is a suitcase college, everybody kind of goes home on the weekends, but my brother goes to a different school than I do, and most people stay up there, like, all year round. It is scary at first, but it's your new home, so just imagine picking it like a new home. Like, you're moving out, yeah, and that's scary, and you're moving to a new town, and blah, blah, blah. But everything has to be new at some point. So, you are moving to a new town, there might be, like, the world's best hot chocolate in this coffee shop that you haven't tried, and then a year from now, you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is my favorite. Like, I can't believe, like, my life had existed before this. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think about my hometown that much anymore, because this is my home and all my friends are here and everything. So even though when you first move in, it just seems like this very big daunting thing, it'll be good, I promise. I didn't have a car. I still don't have a car at school, so I was, like, kind of freaking out because I have bad anxiety and stuff, and I couldn't just, like, go home. I didn't have a car. Plus, I know she lives far away, and some other people do. You can't just, like, go home if it's 8 hours away. But it really does help you, like, grow up and mature, because you can't just run home to your parents and bail on life. Like, it forces you to start dealing with your own problems and, like, figuring out who you are, because you can't just, like, run home to your parents. I mean, you can call them and everything, of course, but, like, me, I was raised to be very independent and everything, so when I got dropped off at college, like, I was trying to figure everything out for myself. So, I guess the only really advice I have for you is that it will become, like, your new home. And if it doesn't, like, you can always transfer. Like, yeah, it's kind of, for me at least, it was really hard at the beginning, and it kind of sucked, and my anxiety was really bad. And for, like, a whole month, yeah, like, for a whole month, I was, like, freaking out. And, like, until, like, I want to say, like, after the first semester, I hadn't really, like, fully, you have to give, like, your college, like, a whole semester before you, maybe even, like, a whole year before you, like, decide that you want to transfer. Because my first month, I literally hated it here. I wanted to transfer back to my hometown college, which is a state school, which I have told myself since I was, like, 12 I'm never going to. But I was just so scared and terrified that I was like, nope, I don't know why I did this. I could have just stayed in my hometown and not done anything new. But I came here for, like, growth opportunities. And if you're moving away, let's say you stayed in your hometown and went to college there. Well, after college, you're still going to have to move away. It's just a part of life, is, like, moving out. And yes, it's scary. But mind you, everybody's in the same boat as you are. Everybody is a terrified little freshman, also having no friends really, and showing up at college, okay? Everybody's just as terrified. So you gotta, like, remember that. It's not like you're going to a new school and everybody already knows each other. Everybody's in the same boat as you. And especially at the beginning of the year, especially on the dorm floors, everybody wants to meet new people, so you just kind of need to, like, talk to people, and it'll be good. And, like, me personally, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have no friends, because I don't know, like, it was a couple weeks going in and I, like, knew some people, but I was, like, hiding in my room a lot because I was stressed out. But I'm fine. I'm good. I got really good friends now. So, don't be scared about that. Everybody's in the same boat. She said that she's worried about making friends in college, even though she shouldn't be. And then what if a group forms and I don't really fit into, what if some groups form and I don't really fit into any of them? Oh, and then she said that she actually knows some people who go to the school there. And she slid into somebody's DMs that she really likes and wants to run with. So, but still, oh, see, she's already like DM'd some people and made some friends. That's like a good way to meet people too before you go to school. If you like have a group chat or something, or know people who are going to school that are freshmen, like just like DM them and get to know them before you go. Because like the first week of school, like everybody's like freaking nervous. So if you were like, hey, you want to meet up and do something, then you guys can be scared together. Because that's what I did. I just found like my neighbors, I hung out with them, and was just running around scared with them. You just find a buddy and kind of run around with them, and they obviously might not be like your actual friend for the rest of the year, but then you get to meet more people, and it's less scary to go up to a group of people when you already have somebody with you than to go up to a group alone. So yeah, she's nervous about going to the dining hall and eating alone. I was really nervous about this at first, but this is not middle school or like high school where you can't just like eat alone in the dining hall. The first week of school, I mean, like, we move in like a week before school starts, and so we would go to the dining hall in like groups, like with your floor and stuff, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. And then like once like school actually starts, it's not that weird to eat alone because everybody has different schedules. So let's say you did make a couple friends, but like they might not have the same lunch as you, or have the same time to go eat lunch, or the same dining hall as you. So you might have to eat alone. A lot of people just literally like put headphones in and watch Netflix and eat by themselves. I did that a lot because I would have like a small break to eat lunch, so I wouldn't really like meet up with anybody. I would just like eat by myself, and it's really not a big deal because it's not a big deal at all. Like at first I understand that, so like if you want to the first week, like try and coordinate schedules and like eat with somebody, but everybody's like I said, in the same boat. So everybody's like, oh my god, I don't want to eat alone, but like literally just put headphones in and watch The Office. Like I literally would just sit there and watch YouTube videos and eat, and I wasn't in there for that long anyway, and then I would go take a nap real quick and then go to class. So you will be fine. And like I said, like the first couple times you go to the dining hall, you don't go alone. Your RA will take you and like your floor down and stuff. So it'll be fine. You'll be good. So this is the town I grew up in. She started here, then she moved here, and when she feels trapped here, she just comes back here. But she's just saying if she feels trapped when she's up at school, she can't just go home and stuff, which I totally understand. That's what your room is for. Okay, why did I sing that? I hate myself. Okay, so when I was like super stressed out, I kind of live where my stuff does. So whenever all my stuff got into the dorm, I was like, okay, because I'm like, okay, I have the dining hall to go eat at. I have food. I had a mini fridge, so I had food in my room too. I had all my stuff. I had like my cozy bed, so I was just overwhelmed. I would kind of just like crawl up into my bed and like either take a nap or like, you know, watch some YouTube videos and like just relax. Otherwise, what I normally do is, think of what you do when you're stressed in your hometown normally. I normally would go on a drive or like go to a coffee shop and just like either do some homework or literally just like chill in a coffee shop because I love coffee shops. So like up here I don't have a car, so I can't do the driving thing. So if it's not like dark and stuff, I might go on a walk and like put some headphones in and blast music instead of blasting music in a car. Or most of the time I'll walk to a coffee shop and hang out there. Yeah, so you just need to find what you're used to doing when you're stressed in your new town, because your new town is your new home, so you're not exactly replacing your old one, you're just finding new things, if that makes sense. Okay, sorry, I got my pizza, so I was eating my pizza. So there's only like a couple more questions, and I've already talked for a freaking long time. So one of my friend's questions, which I thought was funny, is what if I'm dumb and get into a relationship and then my grades get even worse than they are? Well, don't do that. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Your girl's never been in a relationship, so I don't really have any like advice for you there, except for if you get a boyfriend, don't let him take priority over your school. You need to make sure that he knows your priorities are like school. So if he wants to hang out, then maybe suggest, hey, let's go to a coffee shop and do homework, or let's go to the library and do homework. You can like still hang out with your boyfriend. That doesn't necessarily mean that your grades are gonna get worse. So I think that somebody in my one research methods class talked about a study where I was trying to see if people's GPAs were worse or better if they were in a relationship. Google that. I don't think that they were worse. I think they might have been slightly better. I don't know, because then like it's not like, I think they might have been slightly better because like you had somebody else that's looking out for you and like somebody to hold you accountable, I guess, because like nobody's holding me accountable. My parents aren't here. They're not being like, do your homework, go to class. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I hope so. Okay. Then she is freaked out about the dress code, because she said that most colleges don't have dress codes. College students wear sweatpants and hoodies and pajamas and stuff. And then before going to her college, she said, I seriously considered bringing a blanket to class on cold winter days. I mean, who wouldn't want to be wrapped in something warm and fuzzy during lecture? Okay, well, I brought a blanket to the library all the time in winter because it's freaking cold. So you do you. But then she said, she like put something on here from her college's website, and it says that I was talking about students. It's like, a great many actually dress up on a daily basis. At any given time, you can see at least a dozen girls wearing skirts, blouses, and heels, or men decked in button-downs and khakis. I think this speaks a lot about the students here. Not only are they practicing business casual in preparation for future careers, but they are also showing the professor that their class isn't nap time. Okay, first of all, you're paying to be in class, so if you want to show up in your pajamas, I say go for it. Personally, I don't do that because, you know, you still have to get, like, you need connections. So, like, your teacher is kind of your connection also for, like, recommendation letters and stuff. So you don't want to seem like a lazy person. Yeah, but, like, I normally wear what I wore to high school, which is, like, I wear jeans and a shirt. I know that some colleges, yeah, you do dress fancier, but just see what happens when you get there. But honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with dress code, especially in the winter. Literally, I don't know who's gonna be wearing, nobody's gonna be wearing skirts in the winter. It's cold most of the freaking time, so I think you'll be fine. I don't know your college culture. A lot of things you kind of have to figure out for yourself, which sounds scary, but like everybody else is in the same boat, figuring it out for themselves. Every college is different. Every college campus has a different culture. I'm dying. Whew. So you kind of just have to show up and figure it out as you go, which I know is terrifying because I'm a person who wants to be in control and like figure everything out and plan it all out. So I'm like, okay, it's fine, because if everything's planned out, it's not scary, right? Well, just take this as like a life lesson of moving away from home, because once you get out of college, you're gonna have to move for your job and be on your own. So it's like, it's not as big of a jump of moving out and getting a job because you're in school and you get free time. And I just want to say that, like, in high school, you are in school from like 8 till 3 and then have sports, so you're like really, really busy all the time. In college, you might have like one class one day, or like maybe no classes some days. But that doesn't necessarily mean like that's your day off. You need to use that to like study and stuff. But also for me, like last year, I had a lot of gen eds and like easy stuff, so I didn't have that much like work, so you do have a lot of free time. So you need to use it wisely. So instead of just moving out and getting a job, that's a big leap. College is kind of like that in-between stage because everybody is around the same age, everybody doesn't know what they're doing, everybody's figuring it out, everybody's in a new place. Versus like if you just moved out and got a job somewhere, you could be working with people that are like adults and not know anybody your age. So it's basically kind of just like boarding school for everybody. You live on your own, you make your own food, you do all that, but it's also like not as scary as moving into the real world because you're living in the dorms. You have a roommate that you can talk to like literally all the time. You have an RA that can help with conflict issues. You have teachers and like all these resources on campus, all in like this little place. Like I don't have a car, so I don't really leave campus unless I'm going to the store. All the resources you really need, the campus provides, or at least they try to. So like there's a student health center here, there is a bunch of activities here, like after classes that aren't like just school related, like academic lectures and stuff. They're not just that. We have like movie nights and things like that, and my roommates are going on this trip to Mall of America, which I only have to pay $5 to go on. What the heck? Yeah. So it's not as scary as you think it is. You're probably pretty independent as it is right now at home. I mean, I don't know your life, but for me in high school, I had a car. I would drive to school, go to cross country, come home, shower, eat, work, go to bed. I wasn't seeing much of my parents or anything. The only thing that they really did was like maybe cook for me, and then like depending on when I would get home, like I might have to cook for myself, but I would have to pack my lunch and stuff. So I don't know. It's just kind of the next step in life, and it's terrifying, and you're getting chucked out of the nest and your comfort zone, but that's what's great about it because it helps you grow up as a person. Now I still feel like 12 inside sometimes. I feel like I got thrown out of the nest and I'm just like don't know what I'm doing. But everybody's in the same boat. Literally all my friends are just like, I don't know what I'm doing. And they're like, yeah, we don't either. I just got off the phone with my dad. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And he's like, either do I. And I was like, okay. And he's like, 58. Oh my god, how old is he? We don't need to calculate. Anyway, my dad's old. I'm sorry, Dad. Yeah, so nobody really knows what they're doing with their lives. Everybody kind of just fakes it. I'm being vocal about that I don't know what I'm doing. And the more you ask people, like, do you know what you're doing? Like, they probably are doing, like, not really. And, I know you didn't talk about your major or anything, but I'm gonna talk about it. I still don't know what my major is. I have to figure it out in, like, a month because I registered for classes in the fall and I'm out of, like, gen eds to take. So, yeah, it's a good time. I think I'm switching my major back to what it was last semester. Well, not last semester, last year, which is in a different college. But some of the classes overlap, so it'll be fine. I don't know what I'm doing in my life. I keep thinking I need to do something in business to be successful, but I think I'm going to change my major to PR. Then I want to take managerial accounting. And I'm in financial right now and I hate it, so I don't even really want to take managerial. And there's a bunch of other classes. Ugh. Yeah. So, my main advice is just to think about how everybody's in the same boat as you. Plus, you're in a small college, so, like, I feel like it'll be easier to meet people because you'll see them a couple times. Like, hey, I saw you, like, in my one class the other day. I'm Haley, nice to meet you. Just introduce yourself. A lot of things I do to meet people is, or, like, just to help me out with classes. Most of the time, you don't go up to the teacher and be like, I missed class yesterday. Like, what do we do? This isn't high school, so it's kind of your responsibility to look at the syllabus and stuff, which sounds scary, but it's not. Most of the time, I'll add somebody who's, like, sitting next to me in class, be like, hey, do you want to have me in staff? And then if I'm gone, I'm like, hey, I'm sick. Can you tell me what you're doing in class today? There you go. And then some of those people might turn into your friends, some of them might not, but then it gives you more, like, connections, you know? So, and then if you're ever sick in this class, voila, you know what you're doing, and then you're less stressed out. But yeah. Freshman year is really fun. It's also really scary, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Everybody does it, and everybody's just fine in the end, most of the time. So, you kind of just have to go and, like, accept that you're a little scared. It's fine to be scared. It's fine to not know what you're doing. It's fine to be, like, wanting to plan everything because you're scared. But you just gotta be like, you know what? I'm going to a new place. It's gonna be good. Okay, literally, I can't even say this because when I first got there, I was like, I don't care what I told myself to get myself here. I don't want to be here. I'm quitting. I'm going home. I wasn't actually gonna quit, but I was just, like, super stressed. You just gotta, like, stick it out. If you're, like, freaked out, you just gotta stick it out until you're good. So, and, like, still, I have, like, my own problems now, and, like, I still have anxiety and stuff, but my anxiety was towards, like, moving here when I first got here. Now I, like, have problems and stuff, but this is, like, my life. It's like my life moved because I go to school here, my friends are here, my job is here, like, everything's here. I don't really go home. Like, my family, I'm in a weird circumstance where my family, like, I'm the last to graduate, so when I go home, people aren't always there and everything, so yeah. So this is my home, so when I have problems, I don't, like, go home and, like, talk to my mom about them. A lot of my friends, like, will call their moms because, you know, moms are good at advice and stuff, especially when you're in college. Your mom becomes your best friend because you're like, Mom, how do I do laundry? I mean, I know how to do laundry, but, you know, you call your mom a lot, but, like, Mom! Or, like, in my case, I called my sister a lot, and I was like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing! And then my sister's like, dude, chill out. And I was like, okay. So, yeah. But now, I don't know, I'm just, like, a very independent person. I like solving my problems by myself. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below. If you have any more questions, comment them down below and I will answer them because I'm a good person. I'm just kidding. But if you have any questions about college or whatever, feel free to message me or add me on Instagram, and you can, like, DM me some questions, or on Twitter. Do I have any, or Facebook? Do I have my Facebook? I think I might have my Facebook linked somewhere, but anyway, yeah, if you have any questions about college because it's terrifying and you're freaked out about it, come to me. I don't have all the answers, but I was, like, totally terrified and freaked out, like, for a whole month when I got here. I threw up in front of my orientation group. I threw up, like, a ton from anxiety, like, the first month of school. So I really did not have a great time, but it all panned out. We're all good. Everything's fine. This is just my life now. I live here in a different town, and I've built my own family by making new friends, and I don't know, everything here is normal now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know what I'm saying. This video's too long, so I'm gonna go. Peace out, Girl Scout. Have a good rest of your day. Whatever you're doing, you got this. College is fun. You're gonna have a good time. You will make new friends, and it'll be good. And you'll be happy that you moved, even if it's 8 hours away, or 10 minutes down the street. It'll be a good time, okay? And I will see you when I make another video, which we don't know when it is.
Everyone's looking like they know what they're doing. Everyone's looking like they know what